Okay, so you guys have sent in some info on this DWA with master resell rights thing.
Uh-huh.
And it seems like you're really trying to wrap your heads around, like
Yeah.
what it actually takes to get a digital product business going.
Right.
So today, we're going to dive into this Digital Wealth Academy and really see if it matches up with what you're looking to learn.
Exactly. Yeah, we've gone through all the website details you sent.
Yeah.
And they're really pushing this digital marketing course,
Okay.
but with kind of a unique spin to it, you know? The main idea is that they're going to teach you how to actually launch a digital product business, even if you've never done anything like this before.
All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty here.
Yeah.
This Digital Wealth Academy, or DWA, it's like they're saying it's the whole package, right?
Yeah.
A course, a product you can sell, a community,
Mm-hmm.
and they really keep hitting that point that it's for beginners,
Right.
which seems to be something you're really interested in.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
The material's saying, like, you don't need any prior knowledge to get started,
got it.
which is a bold statement. But what's even more interesting is they say you only need like 20 to 30 minutes a day
Oh, wow.
just from your phone, you know?
Okay.
And you don't even have to be on camera.
Oh, interesting.
So that's pretty appealing, especially if you're new to this whole online business thing and maybe a bit camera shy, you know?
It definitely takes the pressure off.
Right.
So let's look into the hood a bit here.
Okay.
What's in this course? They mentioned over 80 videos, all easy to follow, covering business, marketing, and automation.
Right.
That's a lot to learn.
Yeah. And looking at the way they've structured the modules, it seems pretty step by step.
Okay.
Like they start with the basics, like how to build a brand that actually offers value,
Makes sense.
which is crucial, you know, if you want to stand out
Long term.
in the long run.
Totally.
Then they move into the practical stuff like setting up a stand store.
Mm.
Basically, it's like a simplified platform for creators to sell their products.
Okay.
And then, of course, email marketing, the bread and butter of automation.
Yeah, for sure.
So those are really the building blocks of getting your online presence up and running and actually reaching customers.
So you've got your presence, you're reaching customers.
Right.
I see there are modules on branding, which is huge. And then one that jumps out is everything reels,
Yeah.
which just shows you how important those short videos are now, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's all about grabbing attention.
Grabbing attention, short attention spans.
Exactly.
And then there's this content vault.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like it could save a lot of time, especially if you're not, a content creation machine.
Yeah, and what's interesting about the Content Vault is the variety they're offering.
Oh.
They've got these short video clips related to DWA, content for those who don't want to show their face,
Oh, interesting.
even stuff in Spanish, and templates for Instagram stories. And they even include testimonials from DWA users, which is smart. You know, it
Yeah.
builds trust through social proof.
So they've got that social proof, but
Right.
it goes beyond just marketing materials, right?
Right.
They have a module on creating your own digital product.
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal.
Which, if you want a sustainable business,
Right.
that's the key.
It is.
Then they talk about mindset, which is so important but often forgotten.
Yeah.
Building trust with your audience through your story, setting up sales funnels,
Using a platform called System.
using system, okay?
Okay.
And then there's a specific MRR masterclass.
Yes.
Now, MRR, of course, stands for Master Resell Rights,
Right.
which seems to be a big part of what they're offering.
Absolutely. That MRR masterclass is really the key to understanding what sets this program apart.
Okay, so break it down for us.
Okay, so they also have modules on building a brand without showing your face.
Right, tying back to that earlier point.
Exactly. And video editing using CapCut, access to PLR products, which is private label rights content you can adapt and use.
Got it.
And they even touch on affiliate marketing as another income stream.
So they're really trying to give you a broad overview.
It seems like
They're covering a lot of ground.
Yeah. They also touch on the basics of digital marketing,
Okay.
different ways you can structure your online business,
Uh-huh.
and even how to get the legal stuff sorted out for master resell rights.
Which is something a lot of people probably don't even think about.
Yeah, it's easy to overlook, but it's super important.
Absolutely.
Addressing that up front is a good sign.
Definitely.
And then there's this funnels, of course.
Okay.
It's like a pre-configured version of Go High Level,
Oh, wow.
which is a more advanced marketing platform with ready-to-use templates.
So they're trying to simplify things?
Yeah, and make it easier for people to get started.
It sounds like it.
Plus, they cover pre-launch strategies.
Okay.
How to use Instagram for traffic and sales.
That makes sense.
Tapping into TikTok.
Oh, wow.
And even a module with 111 ideas for free ebooks. which is a great way to think about lead generation.
Oh, that's smart.
And lastly, they address nurturing your audience into loyal customers.
So they really are going from A to Z.
Yeah, it's a pretty comprehensive package.
And to highlight again that digital product guide, it seems like it walks you through the whole process.
It does, like researching, packaging, marketing, and scaling your own digital course.
So it's not just about selling their course.
No, it's about empowering you to create your own products down the line.
That's the key takeaway.
It is.
All right, so what makes DWA stand out? What are they really emphasizing?
Okay, so one of the big things is no upsells.
Okay.
They really push that, one-time access fee. You get the entire course, all future updates, new videos, access to their support community, no monthly fees.
It's a big deal for a lot of people.
Yeah, who wants to be nickel and dimed?
Exactly.
Then they highlight these weekly mentorship calls where you can get more focused learning, ask specific questions.
Which can be so valuable.
Especially when you're starting out.
You're in new territory.
Exactly. And the whole idea of continuous access, all the updates, community support, without a monthly subscription, it really suggests they're focused on long-term value.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to build a relationship.
It does.
Okay, but arguably, the biggest thing they're talking about is master resell rights. Break it down for us. What does that actually mean?
Okay, so master resell rights basically give you the legal right to sell this exact DWA course to others.
Okay.
And you keep 100% of the profit.
Wow.
So you're not just learning digital marketing skills, the course itself becomes a product you can sell.
Interesting.
It's like a built-in business opportunity.
Right, you learn and you earn.
Exactly.
Now, beyond the video training, what other resources do they provide?
They mention these 6X PLR guides ready to go.
PLR.
Private label rights. They're basically guides ranging from 50 to 150 pages, editable in Canva, that you can sell as is.
Okay.
Or, even better, you can rebrand them, put your name on them, and sell them as your own products.
So you can customize them.
Exactly. It really speeds up the product creation process.
That's a huge advantage.
It is, especially for beginners.
And then there's that content vault we talked about earlier, like a library of ready-made stuff.
Yeah, they've got DWA video snippets you can repurpose, content for faceless marketing, Spanish language content, templates for Instagram stories, even testimonials from DWA members.
Wow, a lot to work with.
Yeah, and you have unlimited access to all of it for your own projects.
That's a huge time saver.
It is, especially if you're not a content creation whiz.
All right, so the info you shared also mentioned some exclusive DWA bonuses.
Right, but these are tied to purchasing through that specific website.
Okay, so what are they offering?
They've got a custom DWA sales funnel valued at $450 to help convert visitors into buyers. Then there are custom email campaigns with pre-written emails valued at $147.
So you don't have to start from scratch.
Exactly.
Okay.
And a fast start setup valued at $97 to help you get your reseller business up and running quickly.
So they're trying to streamline the process.
Yeah, make it as easy as possible.
Then they offer direct support from the seller valued at $497.
Right, so you have someone to go to if you have questions.
Always helpful.
It is.
And then a really unique one, use my bonus as yours.
Yeah, also valued at $497.
So it's a high converting bonus you can offer to your customers.
Exactly.
So it's a bundle deal with all these extra incentives. And the total cost is $497.
That's the one-time price.
Got it.
Right.
Now, you pointed out they have an FAQ section.
They do, which is always good to check out.
Yeah, it clears up any confusion.
Exactly.
So what are some of the important questions they answer?
Okay, so first off, they reiterate that DWA is a comprehensive marketing course for beginners who want to start their own digital marketing businesses.
All right, back to that core message.
Yeah, and they really emphasize that done-for-you aspect and the ability to rebrand the course and sell it for 100% profit.
Done for you sounds appealing.
It does, especially if you're just starting out.
Okay, so another question is this network marketing?
And they're very clear on this. They say, not at all.
Okay, good.
It's an important distinction.
It is.
Because some people might think, oh, reselling, that sounds like MLM.
Yeah.
But they emphasize that DWA teaches you how to build your own platform, connect with your audience directly.
So you're building your own brand.
Exactly.
And then another common concern, do you need a huge social media following to be successful?
And they address that head on. They say you not at all need a big audience to get started.
Oh, that's encouraging.
Yeah, because a lot of people might feel intimidated, like, I don't have thousands of followers, I can't do this.
Right.
But they explain that the course teaches you how to build your platform, reach your target audience, even from scratch.
So it's all about learning those skills.
Exactly.
Okay, so support. That's huge when you're learning something new.
Right.
What kind of support do they offer?
They have a community of over 48,000 members
Wow.
where you can ask questions, share insights, connect with others.
So you're not alone.
Definitely not.
All right.
And the seller who's offering those bonuses, they mention adding you to their private channel,
Okay.
which may include group chats and weekly coaching calls.
So a bit more personalized.
Yeah, but it's worth noting that the exact support might vary depending on who you buy the course from.
Right, because they have different contact emails listed.
Exactly. And one even mentions a personal phone number for support.
Wow, that's pretty direct.
It is.
Okay, so how does the payment work when you sell the course using those master resale rights?
All right, so because you have the master resale rights, you essentially own the product.
Okay.
You can host it on your own platform, your own sales page.
Got it.
And when someone buys, the payment goes directly into your account.
No middleman.
Yep, straight to you.
So you keep all the profit.
Exactly, no fees or commissions.
That's a huge plus.
It is.
And what about ongoing costs? Any hidden fees after you buy the course?
They say very clearly, one-time price, everything included.
Okay.
All the training modules, future updates, no hidden fees, no upsells.
So you know what you're getting up front.
Exactly.
And if someone has more questions, who should they contact?
They have a few email addresses listed: success@specialabigail.com, hello@funnelscene.com, and chalk55.mio@gmail.com.
Okay, so a few different options depending on the query.
Yeah, it seems like it.
All right, so to sum it all up, DWA is presented as a complete package for getting into digital product businesses.
Right.
And they're really making it seem accessible even if you have zero experience.
Exactly. They offer a structured learning path covering all the basics.
From branding to marketing to automation.
Uh-huh. And that core element of master resale rights gives you a product you can sell immediately.
For 100% profit.
Yeah, and with the ready-made content, like those PLR guides and the content vault, they're lowering the barriers to entry.
Right. You don't have to create everything from scratch.
Exactly. And the community support, mentorship opportunities, those are valuable, especially for beginners.
And they're saying you can do all of this in just 20 to 30 minutes a day.
Yeah, small, consistent effort.
That's the key message.
It is.
So we've really unpacked this DWA with master resale rights.
We have.
From the curriculum to the resources to that unique selling point of reselling the course itself.
Uh-huh.
Now, as you're thinking about this, consider how it aligns with your goals, what you're looking to learn, and what you want to achieve with your own online business.
And here's a final thought.
Okay.
Given DWA's focus on done for you and reselling, how might exploring those core principles of digital product creation and marketing beyond this specific program really empower you in the long run?
So much to think about.
There is.
Thanks for joining